I found a decomposing body deep in the woods and had to sit with it for hours. A year later, I learned who he really was. A few years ago, I was hiking through the woods, a little off the main trail. The kind of place where the sounds of people disappear, and all you hear is wind moving through branches and the occasional crack of a twig under your boots. That's when I smelled it. At first, it was faint, sweet, but in a sickening way. Not like flowers, more like something rotten trying to pretend it wasn't. The further I walked, the stronger it got, until it was so overpowering, it almost made me gag. Curiosity got the better of me. I pushed through some thick undergrowth, and that's when I saw him. A body. The guy had clearly been there a long time. His skin was swollen and discolored, patches of green and black spreading across him. There were fluids. Parts of him looked like they had melted into the dirt beneath him, and the local wildlife had definitely been helping themselves. I stumbled back and immediately called the police. They asked where I was and told me to stay there until they arrived. The problem was, I was deep in the woods. It took them a long time. By the time the sun started going down, I was still there. Just me, the trees, and a dead guy lying 10 feet away. As the darkness crept in, the forest went quiet in that eerie way forests do at night. Every sound started feeling amplified. Every rustle made me turn my head, and that smell never left. Sitting there in the dark, next to a decomposing body, does something to your brain. Your imagination starts running wild. I kept catching myself staring at him, almost expecting him to move. Eventually, the police showed up and confirmed what it looked like. Suicide. Apparently, he had gone out there weeks earlier and taken his own life. I tried to forget about it, but for months afterward, I started having dreams about him. In the dreams, he would stand there exactly how I first saw him, bloated, green, staring at me. And he would talk. Not nice things either. Mostly about how angry he was that I disturbed him, that I should have left him alone, that I should join him. Eventually the dreams faded, but every now and then he still shows up. But here's the part that really messed with me. About a year after the whole thing, I was reading through a local news article online, something about an old unsolved case from a nearby town. A string of disappearances from the early 2000s, people vanishing without a trace. They had recently connected them all to one suspect, a man who had suddenly disappeared himself years ago before police could question him. They finally released an old photo of him in the article, and my stomach dropped when I saw it. It was the guy I found in the woods. Turns out, he wasn't just some depressed hiker who wandered out there to die. Police now believe he was responsible for at least 6 murders in his town, maybe more. He'd managed to avoid suspicion for years before something spooked him. Instead of getting caught, he walked into the woods and ended his life. Which means the night I sat there alone in the dark, next to that body, I was sitting 10 feet away from a mass murderer. And the weird part? The dreams about him didn't start until after I found out who he really was.